Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about the AWS Lambda, Python Lambda. So we will create a one test Lambda as a printing statement. Okay. We will discuss about the Python logger. What is the Lambda handlers? CloudWatch log group, how the logs is getting pushed into the log groups and timeouts and other settings. Printing and IAM role and permission. So let's start. So we have opened in AWS console. Just need to search a Lambda and just click on this, right? Okay, so we have a functions. Go to the function here and we need to create a one test function. Okay, so first this is test function and we need to take a runtime, so we will take it right Python 3.12. okay, architecture is same. Here we need to select a execution role. So we haven't created yet any execution log, so this is the question, right? Okay, so we need to select an existing role, right? So we just go to the IAM, click, just search IAM and open in the next window. I have already opened, right? So we need to create a role. So what we need to take in care here before creating, so AWS service, we need to create a role, right? And here we need to search Lambda. Okay, just click next. Here we need to select as a Lambda basic execution role. Lambda basic execution role. Okay, I'll show you the permission as well. These 3 to 4 permission it has, right? Okay, due to this it will push the log over the CloudWatch console log, CloudWatch log group. Okay, that's why it's need. Apart that, what exactly you want to execute? If this Lambda will execute over the S3, so you should have a permission S3 full access, whatever the permission, it's as per your requirement. Okay, let's suppose I would need to be executing S3, so I need S3 full access. Okay, so we need to select an S3, but Lambda basic execution role is required. Okay, because we are going to print only printing Lambda test role. Okay, so we just need to require this, right? And this is the trust policy we do have. And if you have any issues about IAM and all, so I have already created one IAM playlist, so just go through my other IAM related videos. So just need to create this role, right? I think role is Lambda test is created. Just need to select here, right? Just need to I can write LAMBD Lambda test function just for naming convention, right? So Lambda test role we have created, just need to select, and this is the other function. If you are using inside your VPC and all these things, right, so you need to select accordingly, right? And if you are going to involve KMS, so here is the additional settings. So we are just starting, so just need to create a function. It will take some time, right? This is the pop-up will come how to do local with the CLI and all these things, so we can do that. Just we need to close this, right? And this is our Lambda is created, Lambda test function. So here what we need to be taken care, right? As I told you, we have a handlers CloudWatch log group. You know about that IAM role. When I was creating, I showed you timeout is pending and printing and role permissions. I have already done that, and handlers and all these things. So how handlers name will define, right? So that is the function, right? So Lambda will understand this name, right? But let's suppose I would say like and this is the default function name. So how that will execute? If you are selecting any Python file, and this will execute this function. But here is the AWS console, we need to define handler. Okay, right now if you are going to execute this, it will execute, but we will save our name as per our right requirement. So we will, if we will edit this name, so it will not execute. So just need to rename. I will handler. Okay, I will keep it as handler.py. So how this lambda will understand, basically this is the function. So I copy, and this is the handler.py. Handler is a name. Okay, so if we want to define handler to execute this lambda, so we just need to handler dot inside the py lambda dot handler. I will show you right away. Okay, let me do just the error. I will show you the error, okay, in a minute, so you can understand more. Let's suppose I will test it. So I will create a event. This is a test. Okay, here is a code, this is a test. I'm just going to test, right? So key value and hello world, and then I will show you. Then it will create a problem. Execution failed. Unable to import module lambda function, no module name lambda function. Okay, so this is by default, it will consider this, but we will not keep at the same, right? So that's why I showed you. Okay, so how we can remove this, right? We can go to the code. This is the handler, this is the function. So we know handler. So how we will add it? This is the edit the function runtime. Okay, let me show you once more. That is the edit. Okay, edit runtime and all, right? So we just need to make handler, our file name handler.py, and then function name is already same. So we can keep handler.handler.py. Okay, and just save it. So that is a Python recommendation, a Python AWS Lambda understanding. We need to follow this standard. Okay, and as per this, now it will call, because we do not need to hire its test lambda and all these things file name. We should need to keep the change, okay, as per our production environment. Okay, so that is the thing, right? So let's save it this, right, and go to once again test, right? Just click on test and see that is execution succeed. Okay, so that is successful right now. That is the one thing we need to check. Okay, next thing we have to check other parameters as well, right? This is the handler and all, right? And here we need to come about the test. Let's suppose monitor. So what we need to monitor and all, right? We can change this, right? This is the alarm and all, right? It is coming inside that. Okay, so we can see here itself if any error and all, right? Configuration section, I will create a one more lambda function after that. This, right? This is the timeout. We can change if we are facing issues, right, in the configuration. This is a timeout. This will execute only within 3 seconds, right? We can keep it 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Okay, so how? Just need to add it, and timeout is 0 minutes and the 3. This is the, we can keep like 5 minutes. Okay, like this, and we can save it. Okay, accordingly how we need. What is other thing? This is the trigger. Like let's suppose this lambda will execute, so it will trigger some others, right? So we can add the triggers as well, right? One more major thing, it's environment variable. If you want to add some environment variable and you want to access inside the codes. Okay, let me tell you the one sample. If I have already wrote, this is this line. If you have add this line os.environment bucket, so destination bucket name will come here, right? Okay, inside the code. Okay, if we write, so that is tagging. I hope you understand. One more thing is monitoring and operation. This is required. This is, we will change logging configurations, right? Here itself we had a JSON type of this, right? If we can debug, so everything will come, right? As per the Python logger, if we set the log level is debug, so all will come. If we set info, so warn, error and fatal will come. Okay, so that is the scenario. We can change it. Okay, these are the basic thing in AWS Lambda, and we need to aware about that, and throttle and all these things, right? I will create new next video with completely code basis on AWS Lambda to copy content one bucket to other bucket, how we can add it in handler and all these things. Okay, if you like this video, kindly do share and subscribe. Thank you. Thanks for